To make our dress form door holder, we're going to use Poly-Pellets to weigh the shape down. I am using a 3-inch circle plaque that I painted so that it would match my fabric, and I will leave a link to the pattern for the dress form. You'll need to cut 2 of those out. So after I've cut those out, I'm going to pin them together, and that'll make it easier for me to start sewing. I used my sewing machine to stitch up the 2 sides, following the curves of the dress form. You can see I left the base open and the neck open. After I flipped my fabric inside out, I grabbed a needle and thread so that I could stitch the bottom shut. I'm doing kind of like what you do with when you make a fabric yo-yo. I'm just doing a little stitch in and out that I can pull tightly to make kind of a rounded shape at the bottom of this. After you've stitched all the way around, you want to pull your thread tight to close off the bottom there, and then stitch back and forth a few times just to make sure that's closed up nice and tight, because we don't want those poly pellets to escape. Now I'm going to fill my dress form by using a funnel, which I fit right into that little neck that I left open there. And what I really like about this Poly-Pellets bag is that it comes with a spout. So I always make a big mess when I use Poly-Pellets, and this bag with the spout helps me make less of a mess. So just put a little bit in the funnel and shake it so that it goes into the dress form. Once the dress form is nice and full of those poly pellets, I pinched the neck together so that I could do that same kind of in and out stitch to pull it together in that yo-yo style pinch. I had a little nub of fabric left at the top there, so I just cut off the excess right above where I sewed it shut. And then I hadn't taken my needle and thread off yet so that I could use it to sew the button onto the top. To really squish that button down and to hide my little nub of fabric, I'm using a hot glue gun with a precision tip so I can get just a little bit of hot glue in there and then push that button down so that it's firmly in place. I also used the hot glue gun to glue the finished dress form shape onto the wood base. This will help it just be more stable when I'm using it next to a door. As a last step, I'm taking a broken zipper in a color that coordinates with the fabric, and I'm just gonna hot glue it around the bottom of the dress form to make like a pretty little trim and to finish off the edges there. Isn't it cute?